Nope, that's crooked. I think I might have got it. I think I might have got it. Why am I wearing my headphones? I think I might have got it. I think I might have got it. I think I might have got it. Maybe. I'm kind of loud when I don't think that was a good idea. So in Carnival Hunt, like any other asymmetric game, you got 4 bunnies and 1 magician. Your goal as a bunny is to escape. Obviously.
Skills, charm, tricks.
There's 2 ways that you can escape. One way is to ascend up all 4 floors. So you start at level 1 and you progress through the floors all the way up to the 4th floor. The 4th floor is where you power the gates in order to leave. They're giant doorways.
Can you throw me into there? I love you, friend. I won't forget you.
There's 2 doorways at the top, just to make it so that it's a little bit easier. The second way that you're able is the Lost Hat. The Lost Hat spawns at 5 minutes left of the match. So either the match goes all the way down to 5 minutes, or when you power the exit gates, the game goes down to 5 minutes left.
Skills, charm, tricks.
So let's explain exactly what you're doing as a bunny. So when you first spawn in as a bunny, your main objective is going around looking for items. You want to find a key. Both you and the magician want to find these keys. The magician uses these keys to power himself up. We're not going into the magician side. This is the bunny side. What these do, these allow you to gear up yourself if you go to Jack, gear up other people, or get yourself geared up from other people, and also to be able to crank the doors once you have gears in them. In order to progress up levels, there is a couple of ways that you can do this. Way number 1 is you find gears. Gears are around the map. They're a little bit hard to find off the bat. You'll get used to it. Then you bring the gears either to the gate, and then you'll be able to crank the door open using your key. Way number 2 with the gears. There's things called cannons, which you need 2 people to activate. Bring a gear to the cannon, and then you need somebody else. And then you can either be the one going in, or you can be the one to shoot somebody up. Shooting someone up in a cannon takes away one of your life gears. The other way is the roller coaster. At least 2 people if you want someone to go up. You can have 2 people go up though. Person that activates it with their key, and then there's 2 seats in the roller coaster that somebody can go up with. This brings you up to level 2. The last way is using the zip line or the rail line. In order to activate this, you either have to hit it 4 times with a good skill check, 2 times with a great skill check, 1 time with a great, and then 2 goods, things like that. Which then 1 bunny can then go up using the zip line.
I don't either, but we
and
don't
then
have
it
a
has
choice.
to be reactivated. The roller coaster can only be used from level 1 to level 2. There are cannons at level 1, level 2, and then the zip lines can be used from level 1, level 2, level 3, up to level 4. And then there are gates that are going from level 1, level 2, up to level 3. At level 3, there is also something called the Ferris wheel. It will activate for 20 seconds. You activate the Ferris wheel to run to the Ferris wheel and to get on. These are the ways for you to ascend up the floors. Your goal is to work together as the 4 bunnies. So this means causing distractions, taking the magician's attention, and also being sneaky.
Skills, charm, tricks.
There's ways for bunnies to be able to either extend chases or to get away from chases. Your F button allows you to drop to the floor and basically play dead. When you find a key, you can press the Z button, and this will put the key into your own back. If you feign death with a key in your back, The magician can see that visually and be able to tell that you are a bunny with a key in your back. All these items can be either acquired from finding them on bunnies that are laying all over the place, or if the magician has emptied the bunny, then they become placed on the floor. I'm going to be going through all items very quickly.
Skills, charm, tricks.
We got the balloons, which allow you to lift yourself up and traverse certain gaps, or just be able to lift yourself up off the floor. We got the bike, which this allows you to move faster. You can hop off it early in order to keep it on the floor, or you can use out the entire thing. When you're using the bike, you are able to turn on a dime a lot easier. We got the mouse traps, which these you place on cages or the little boxes that the killer can also put you in to put you down on the first floor at a random cage. Trap these in order to make it so that if a killer decides to bring you to the box, he then drops you and it stuns him. But it's visual, so you are able to see that there is a mouse trap on the boxes. We got the cuddle bun, which this decreases your sanity. We got the jingle bun, which you place these on the floor, and this is basically your little alert for when a magician walks by them. We got lockpicks. Lockpicks are used to open the little boxes that are around the map that have locks on them. Boxes tend to have oils and ropes, which are very useful. Next, we got marbles, which these marbles you place on the floor and the killer can walk over them. What happens is he has to hit a skill check. If he hits the skill check, it doesn't stun him as long. He's able to keep walking. But if he misses the skill check, he falls to the floor and then it stuns him for a little bit. The next very important item is oils. There's a finite amount of oils on the map. So what oils do, you have lost a life gear, which is down at the bottom left corner of your screen. You can use an oil in order to gain that life gear back. You only gain 1 life gear per oil. The next item is a smoke bomb. Don't use them just to pop in front of the magician and try to get away. They're very useful for things like ticket men. You can pop a smoke bomb down and be able to walk past the ticket men without it notifying the magician. We got the trampoline, which allows you to circumvent certain spots of the map and also cause better loops for yourself. But they can be destroyed. Just like marbles can be destroyed, just like the jingle buns can be destroyed. These can be destroyed by just pressing E on them though. The other two can be destroyed by using the hat trick on it. Another very useful item is the fireworks. The fireworks can be used for multiple different things. They can be used directly on the magician, which then this will either drop a bunny that he has in his hand, it will stun him, or it could be used on the imposter, which then this will destroy the imposters, or these can be used on the ticket men. Another important item are the ropes. The ropes can be found throughout the map, on bunnies, and also inside boxes. You can then place a rope down to go and allow easier access to that floor. So from level 2, you place a rope at these little notches, and then you can place a rope on it, which will allow you to put it down to the floor under you. Another item that I totally forgot about, which they're like little shock boxes. You crank the shock box and this will give you some of your own stamina back so that you do not have to be cranked by somebody else. And then for the last item, the most important item is the radar. What the radar does is you can switch it between modes. Each mode will find something different. We got the oil mode, we got the key mode, we got the gear mode, we got the little, looks like a bunny. I think this shows imposters. And then we got the diamond. The diamond finds one of two things. The hidden box, which this box has a gold crafting material in it. And then the other point of the diamond mode, this finds the lost hat. And in order to find this, you have to walk around and the needle will go and then once you get close to it, the hat will materialize and you can hop into the hat.
Skills, charm, tricks.
So let's explain the UI so that you know what each of the buttons do and what everything on your screen does. Your timer at the top, this is how much time is left in the match. You got the 3 other bunnies that you're playing with and their respective amount of gears and how much stamina they have on your left side of the screen. The bottom left got your stamina meter, your sanity meter, and your amount of gears that you have. The buttons on the bottom right corner that hug around the corner, these are your feign death, your crouch action, which this allows someone else to crank you up, your key placing and taking out button. We got your talking button, which is V. George smells. George smells. George smells. We got voice commands. Voice commands can be heard by the magician. Just like when you talk in-game using the V button, this can be heard by the magician. Only if the magician is close to you. It's proximity. And then you got your ping button, which is your middle mouse button. This allows you to ping certain things.
Skills, charm, tricks.
Then you got the little mini game on the first floor. Okay, since I can do this inside of the sandbox, I will show you guys exactly what this does. You have to have candy first. But you come up to here, you put your key in. And then you have to have the candy in your hand. Once that happens, you can throw it. And then once you get it, it gives you something. So I'm guessing you can use this. Obviously not when the magician is on the first floor. But look, it has a chance to give you oils. Whee! Oh my God, 2 oils in a row? 3 oils in a row? What? This game is insane. I'll now explain what Jack does. Jack can be either in the roller coaster room or he can be in the circus. When you get up to Jack, you want to crank him up. This will activate Jack. For Jack, you can either crank up your stamina, which then Jack will then grab you and crank you up for you. The other thing you can do is you can then put a tool can into Jack. This then allows you to gamble for certain things. 2 candies will allow you to gamble for the first line. 4 candies will allow you to gamble for the second line. 8 candies for the third line. 12 candies for the last line. I'm not quite sure what each of them means, but yeah, he gave me a cuddle bun. Great.
Kill all things.
Now that I've explained what everything does, your goal is to not die. When you lose all of your life gears, the next time the killer picks you up, he is able to kill you. This takes you out of the game. As you progress through the floors get a little bit more condensed and a little bit harder to maneuver without being seen. When you get up to the 4th floor, expect it to be a lot harder than when you were on the 1st floor. So now that I've explained kind of the basics, I might have missed a couple things. This is literally off the top of my head. I might have missed a couple things, but now that I've explained the basics, you should have an easier time understanding any gameplay that you are watching, or if you are planning on playing on the public test, link in the description, request access, or link in the pin comment. This might make it a little bit easier for you to understand. I will be coming out with a magician basic guide in the next couple of days, so give me a bit on that. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if this helped. Leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I hit it, then I dip. I ain't coming back. She leave me on play while she humming back. All I do is make cake. I ain't breaking that. Pat it to the face, this gon' feel great. You ain't trying to do the time, you ain't inmate. I always knew you a foe, I always knew you fake. I can't wait till you sleep, I'll be at your wake. For my son's sake, I better not have to. I'm about to break away, but I'm already past you. When I sneeze, just know that it's directed right at you. And I'm already blessed, neck froze like a statue. Don't make me attack you. I'm about to drop a bomb, where the fuck is the bathroom? and you suck like a vacuum. The storm before the calm.